Woo! Wow. Wow.
Your car insurance company hopes that you never find this site, but now you can stick it to them.
I can't believe the kicking in this game has been atrocious. Wow. Well, tipped is different than missing, I'll tell you. I mean, if a guy tipped it, kudos to that guy. I just went live. Sorry, I threw my pencil on the ground. Whew. Hey, buddy. How are you doing, Mr. Marquez? Can you hear me all right? I'm just double checking before I get carried away. All right, that's great news. How's Arizona treating you, buddy? I'm kind of watching the end of this game here as well. Excuse me. It's not a horrible way to spend a Sunday. I've spent the last 2 Sundays indoors because it is absolutely nasty outside. The whole town shut down. We don't have a ton of snow, 6-8 inches depending on where you're at, but half of it turned to ice in the middle of the night last night, and then it snowed on top of that and made a complete disaster. Let's see what they can do here, these Patriots. Nothing doing. They literally are trying to kill this clock for 3 minutes and escape with a terrible victory. Whoever wins this is ugly. I wouldn't want to play either of the two teams in the next game. But Apache. Hi, Larry. I've never been to Apache. I just never made it there. I don't. What was the other one I wanted to do? Martinez. I always wanted to go to Martinez Lake, and I never went there. Yeah. Also, what's the Lake Havasu? If I ever go back that way, I am going to go to Lake Havasu and fish that and the Parker Strip and all that jazz. That was foolish not to go there. It wasn't like I was very far away. Looks like the Patriots are going to rely on their defense here for a moment. We'll be there in March. Right on, man. If you let me know how that works out, I'd love to hear about it. Since you're at work, Efren, I'm going to go ahead and have one of these for you. Or for me. Cheers. Does anybody know the Seahawks game's supposed to start in 6 minutes? I don't really. I want to see the end of this now because it's what an atrocious game. But man, the season's on the line for one of these guys. Oh, he's looking deep. What the hell was that? it that was the equivalent of doing a free throw back in the day from Hoosiers, like between the legs. It's like he two-handed. That was crazy. I don't know. I mean, the heat of the battle, I can't sit here and say I'm going to do any better. I might have just fallen down. Probably. We're almost done here, you guys. We'll get into it. I don't know how many people are even on here. I have no idea. We got Larry and Efren. You guys, I think the Broncos might be done, barring some weirdness. I hate to call this, but I think this game's going to near an end here. Hey Bob, how you doing, man? Bob, we'll get into this in just a minute, but I watched the UFC fights last night. Kickoff is at okay, so kickoff's not for half an hour. Awesome. Thank you, Larry. Bob, last night, that Paddy Pimblett Gafji fight was one of the best I've seen in a while, as far as two dudes just brawling, like standing there and brawling. Like, massive respect to those two guys. I didn't. You guys, I'm sorry. I got all in a huff thinking the Seahawks game was going to start right around this, and that's not the case. So we're going to watch the end of this game here, and right now it looks like whoever. I don't know. You guys, I haven't gone through all the numbers, so someone's going to have to do that. No, I'll do it. I'll do it after the game, between this game and the Seahawks game. I'll know what happened this one, and then I'll kind of pay attention as far as the next one. And then I'll announce the giveaway a little later tonight whenever the Seahawks game ends. I'll go ahead and we'll figure out who won. But somebody brought up that I should clarify. It'll be closest to in the total points. Okay? So if that makes sense, it's closest to. I don't think we didn't have enough people to just randomly guess the exact score. So it'll be the closest to, and if there is a tie, then we'll move on to the sacks on the quarterbacks. So I think everybody understands that. Man, it got nasty in Denver real quick, didn't it? Same thing happened here. Right outside that door, we got a bunch of snow. I got my Mr. Buddy right here. I'm practicing in case someone ever invites me to an ice fishing tournament. I won't be a baby. It's If you could see my breath, I don't know. Look right here. It's cold in here, but I got my Mr. Buddy right here. And we're doing well. And here, let's see what happens. 2 minutes to go. Man. I'm seriously, I agree with these guys on here. I'm hearing the game in here because copyright won't allow it. I have to watch it on a whole different program because it knows when I go on this editing software stuff, it knows if I go on here and it'll make the screen of the game go black on my other screens. It's kind of nuts. So I have to watch it on a different platform and I can hear it in my ear though. This is fun. I got a bunch of screens in front of me, by the way. We moved the studio into the garage. We are remodeling in the house a little bit during the snowstorm BS that we're dealing with. Oh, May is going to run for it. He's going to get it. That's it. The Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. I think. Hey, thank you. I love my boat, but thank you. Man, ballsy call by the OC there, the Patriots. Good for them. I just, the next game is important to me. This one. I'm wearing my Seahawks gear. I'm also rolling the MJB and Seahawks green and blue for the game in solidarity. Bunch of my friends and some of my family are at the game in Seattle today, and kudos to them. I hope you guys have a freaking blast. The Rams are extremely difficult opponent for the Seahawks. No matter how good either team is, even when they're the worst teams in the league, they have the Seahawks have difficulty with the Rams. So we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna watch. I don't play, so I can't really get too excited. If I was playing in the game, I could be more invested. Well, there you go. So that's the end of that, you guys. I'm going to tune out of that. Give me 2 seconds. I am going to bounce out of that little program. And I'm queuing up the Seahawks game. I'm not gonna watch it. Wow, I will tell you, it just turned to the game. Nice weather in Seattle. Wow, good for you guys. If you're watching from Seattle, awesome. All right. So let's see. We're gonna go over here, you guys, and see what happened. No, not that screen. We don't need that. We need that. So, the Patriots had 10. The Broncos was 7. So 17 for a total. I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. And sacks on Denver was 3, I believe. Let's go down here, right there. 3 sacks. Wow. So whoever was closest to that in game 1 has won that prize package. You guys know I don't really talk about how much stuff costs, but I'd guess somewhere in the ballpark of around $35 prize pack there. Good job, whoever Guess that closest to. Remember, the sacks only matter in the event of a tie. I don't know. I was trying to think of a good way to do a giveaway and kind of incorporate what I was gonna do today, which was watch football, and I can't fish. Otherwise, I'd much rather be catching fish and having you guys guess how much they weigh. I would, but we got a bunch of snow, so that ain't happening. All right, so we're done with that. We'll come back to this screen at around 8 o'clock on the other game. So, all right. Did anybody fish this weekend? Or is everybody watching right now in the same boat as me and in the middle of a snowstorm and it's impossible? I know Ephraim's not, but he's also at work. Whoever bet the under. Hey Steven, how you doing, buddy? Cheers, by the way, everybody. It is conference championship weekend. I'm going to have a couple fireballs. Tabitha kind of looked at me sideways because there were some in the freezer. They've been in there for a minute, though. I bought them the last time we partied. I just didn't party. Well, that might be old age. Hi, Mom. How are you? All right. Man, the fireball goes down a lot easier when it's about 6 outside. Yeah, when I lived in Arizona, that was a true statement as well. And normally it is here too, dude. If it wasn't snowing here, which in the Branson area, now mind you, I got to preface this. I've only lived here since 2020, so I've only experienced each year about 2 to 3 weeks where you just truly can't fish because of the weather, the cold, the snow, ice, whatever. Period. And honestly, that's pretty damn good. I'll take that. It just sucks when it happens because like right now is prime time. You want to be out there right now. These fish are chewing, especially food fish for people that are guides and people that want to catch walleye and crappie. Right now it's off the chain out there, but you know it comes at a heavy price if something bad happens, or you know you just towing your boat to the lake and drive off the road in the ice because you were greedy for some panfish. I don't know. I can wait. I spent almost 20 years in Arizona and fished and I golfed for 20 years, a few days a week, and so it was one of those deals where it was like, oh, it's raining today, we'll just go tomorrow. It wasn't a big deal, and it's kind of that way now for us, you know, living on the lake. That if it's crappy for a week or two, it's not that big of a deal. We could refocus that energy where I'm out there 4 or 5 days a week to doing some stuff in the house and catching up on that behavior. So there you go. Hey, Paul. How you doing, Paul? You know, I'm still floating the idea of doing an event in the fall, and I'd like to get some solid participation. You know, I don't know how many people are serious about coming, but you know, if we can get a good number of people to have a little soiree, we don't have to have a tournament. We can just have a party. I'll try and find a live band if you guys want. Um, you might not like the music. I have a pretty wide, eclectic view on music, but I'd love to do another thing. I'd like to see some sweet participation. Maybe my mom could come to one of these. You guys want to meet Jane? You know what? We should have Jane on a live thing where you guys ask my mom questions about me. That would be kind of funny. Like whatever you guys come up with, and you ask my mom and see what she says. We just let her go. I tell you what, you guys, the last time I was at that Seahawks stadium, I moved to Arizona about 24 hours later. It's kind of crazy. It's a different story. Yeah, yeah, Mom. I think we'd have to hype that, though. We'd have to get a bunch of people on there to create a big buzz. Mom. Hey, what's up, Steve? How you doing, buddy? I'm gonna take a little bit of responsibility for yesterday's lame video. I know I said I was gonna do a video every day this year, and I put out a 30-second short yesterday of a video I made last year. But you guys, I want to tell you, I was hoping we were going to get pounded with snow last night. They said we were, and it just didn't happen. We got 6-8 inches out there in the yard, but I was hoping for like 18 inches, like they had kind of said earlier in the week, and we were going to do some more skiing. And I was pumped for that, and it didn't happen. I thought it was going to happen last night, and we ended up getting about 4 inches overnight, but not enough to go out there. And I was gonna go to some other places and do some more stuff. And I really, you guys, if there's one thing that I missed and I didn't know I missed moving here, well, there's two. But one is the fishing in Arizona is not shitty. Number two, though, I hadn't been skiing since 2007 when I moved back to Seattle for about a year to do some business stuff up there. When I left there, though, I hadn't skied until I skied down the hill here a year ago. And I'll tell you, it was like riding a bike. And I want to do it again so bad. I want to go skiing for real. And like, there's some stuff here where you can feel like you're doing it for real at a resort if there's enough snow, and it's not happening. What's up, Daryl? I have relatives in Denver that would probably love to go skiing with me, honestly. I should probably figure out how to go do that. It's 53 in Cali right now. I have no idea. Let's go. I'm not even going to. I mean, I could walk outside and show you guys how bad it is, but let's just see what AccuWeather's saying so I don't have to open the door, the garage door. AccuWeather is telling me It's 16 degrees and the real feel is 13. About 6 feet that way. D-Beck, I can't drive or I would. I got my ass chewed last time I was live and I drove across kind of up through my yard, the property having beers. So we're not doing that anymore. Does anybody know? Is anybody watching right now? What happened? Stephen Smith retracted his comment. I know I can't even. What happened? I am gonna try though and upload every day. I'm in the process right now of trying to retrieve stuff that I lost years and years ago that I would like to make a video of. I have a question. For any of my nerdier subscribers and watchers, does anybody know how I can retrieve the information off of this old computer? This thing's 20 years old. I don't know. I mean, I know it turns on, but I don't know what's going on. We're missing some buttons, but I want what's off the hard drive. Is this something that can be done easily, or is this a problem? Anyone know? I'm just asking. You guys, I'm not tech savvy. I fumble through it and I can make it happen when it comes to that kind of stuff. Stephen Smith, I'm excited. I'm excited about our little venture in, is it June or July, that I'm going to go to Texas to Lake Fork. I just want the info. Yeah, I'm not trying to repair the damn thing at all. I just want what's on the hard drive if it's savable. So that's kind of where my head's at. We're going to have to talk more, Stephen, about the slave thing and the master. No, you can remove the hard drive and place in a temporary USB Type-C enclosure. All right, you guys are smarter than me at this. I need to. Well, okay. I found some guys that know what's going on. Thank you. That was quick. I didn't think it would be that easy. You guys, I'm trying to make a video for Baby T, and our engagement on the ice at Rockefeller Center is on that computer, I think. And I'll do whatever it takes to get it off of it. Just saying. That's the only place that it can be, is on that laptop. Geek Squad, Mom, bullshit. I went to Geek Squad with a hard drive that failed on me when I drove from here to New York with the Tracker Heritage. and they wanted like, I think it was like $500, and they couldn't guarantee if it would work or not. So I never went back to the Geek Squad after that. I chalked that whole trip one way up to me not. It was I didn't feel like it was my fault, but it was a learning experience to back things up, maybe in more than one place. But I had it on a hard drive. I did what I was supposed to do, and the hard drive did not like heat. Uh, and when I say heat, I'm talking about normal, ambient. It wasn't like it was in a 200-degree chamber. It was in 90-degree weather, and it didn't like it. Hunter Biden's laptop, that's easier to get into than this one. Oh my God. I'll tell you what, I didn't look, but are any of you that are online right now interested in coming here to fish in the fall, or do you have other things going on? And then I'm going to talk about something that might affect some of you. Steve, do me a favor. I don't know if I have your number. I know I had Gizmo's. Email me your number to mjbfishingllc@gmail.com. I'll call you about this tomorrow. You, if there's something I can figure out, I'd love to do it as fast as possible. September's what I'm thinking, Steven, honestly. I May is impossible. I don't know why I floated May. I didn't even think about it at first because Drake's graduating in May, and I'm almost certain that we have baseball like every day leading up to his graduation. Um, and I know it's going to be busy. So I put out a feeler on the recreational fishing page about fall. Excuse me. And fall seemed to be more popular. So if I do that, um, it'll be in the fall. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking at what's going on. I'll tell you what, I didn't, and I haven't been sharing when I'm going live. I just do it, and the people that, um, it's always the same people. There's a few new folks here and there, which is fantastic, but um, I'm trying to grow it again. I'm trying to regrow something that I let fall asleep. And it wasn't my fault, you guys. I've been dealing with some shit for a couple years, and I think we got a handle on it, and it's hard. It's not as easy as it used to be. Things don't happen as fast as they used to for me, but I'm pulling through. We're gonna figure it out. But the fishing stuff, I've been trying to find another fishing, like a league that is more solo driven than team driven, and They're hard to find. Um, they are just truly hard to find. So I don't know what I'm gonna do there. We'll find out. I'll know here soon, probably in the next week, what I'm gonna do this year for the rest of the fishing season. I have two things planned for sure, and some of you know, some of you might not, but I'm fishing in the Skeeter Invitational at Lake Fork, which is absolutely exciting. I'm thrilled. I may go down to Lake Fork between now and then on a road trip and try my hand at it just to see. I've never been there. That was a place I wanted to move. That was on the list. Tabitha didn't like this idea. I threw my pencil on the ground and probably made a horrendous noise. But there's not a lot around Lake Fork, so that kind of quickly became not an option. So, man, 20 years, Ephraim. I got two more. I got married in '07, so we got, let's see, 2007. I got one more year, and then I got my 20th, and then I'll atone for that. We'll have maybe I'll remarry Baby T. I would love to. I'd marry Baby T every day if I could. All right. So you guys that are on here, I just happened to be looking around tonight, and I went on Tracker's website. Okay, I trust me, you guys. I've moved on from this boat, but this blew my mind, and I'm going to show it to you. I want to talk about it, and we'll see what your opinion is. All right. Well, this is their new kind of badass, what they call the 2015 Savage, which is what they're keeping up with the Vexus and the likes of these high horsepower aluminum boats that are kind of getting people's attention. Once you've had an aluminum and a fiberglass, you'll know the differences. There are preferences, but these guys are attacking a market that's a little different, and I get it. But here's the deal. Right here, I'm going to change over. Let's do this. Boom. This is that Savage boat I was talking about. Hold on, Steve. We're live. We got the Tracker Classic XL, okay, which is $15,995. That's a great That's a great deal for what you get right here in this boat. Now, there is absolutely nothing different about this. And look at the price. You see that? It's a $1,500 green paint job. Are you kidding me? Like, who? The upgrade to do custom paint on a Nitro in any flavor from the Z. I don't know if they let you in a 17, but if they do, I know in a Z18 and up, you can have them custom painted for sure. And it does not cost $1,600 or $1,500 more. But people are going to do that for one of these? I don't see the value in the paint job. That is the same damn boat. It's very interesting. I thought this was fascinating. This came out, this is right now, you guys. This is today online. So I'm super confused. At first I was like, man, is it the motors? No. Even if we know that now look at this guy. It's a new version. Do I need to make do I need to go after and make videos about the center console version of this boat? It's the same boat in a center console. I think if that boat would have been 10 grand back in 2017 when I put the money down, I'd have bought that right there. I'd have bought a center console. Does anybody have any opinion on a center console version of the classic boat? I'm just curious. I don't know. I think I would just buy it and leave it that color. Like, I, I think I would buy it and leave it this red color. The green, I mean, the green and orange, I get. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not worth $1,500 for a paint job on an aluminum boat. I don't. Wrapping an aluminum boat seems excessive to me at that price point. Now, if you're gonna go down here and you're gonna go down to one of these jobs and you're going to pay $43,000 for the Savage 215 with a 150. You know, maybe what's $1,500 in a wrap? But the Savage says that you could put a 250 on it, which would significantly bring that price up. Probably 10 grand. I would say that boat with a 250 on it's probably closer to 54,000 or more. The massive forward-facing deal at Shields. No, but I'm down to go look at it. Are you talking about fish finders? Or lures? I'm going to look. I'm looking through their website real quick to find their electronics section. We'll go to Garmin just for giggles. Stuff's on sale. Not enough to get me excited. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have forward-facing sonar and you want it, they do have a 106, which is a 10-inch screen, which is I have on the front of my boat with the LVS 34 for $3 grand. That's okay. Griffey's going nuts inside. They had a 9-inch version a little cheaper for that deal, but you guys, again, unless you fish all the time, I don't think forward-facing sonar is worth it for the average Joe. I wouldn't buy it. I could be wrong, but I'll take the heat. LVS. Every once in a while, my when I drop my deal into the water, it tells me that it's an LVS 62, and we know this is not true. That's very expensive. So I'm going down here. I was just looking to see if there were more. Yeah, there's deals. I mean, if you haven't bought it, yeah, it's a neat deal. But again, it just depends on your price point. It's $3,000 to get in the game. Yeah, I don't see that. It's not showing up on here. So what's that, the 94 SV or the 93 SV? I'm going to look because I'm curious. All right, you got the 93 SV with the LVS 34. So $1,800. What is the gift card? How does the gift card work, though? Is it a gift card to Garmin or is it a gift card for Scheels? That makes a big difference to me. But I will tell you, let's see. 15. I mean, that's you're paying full price. Basically, you're paying full price for the live scope, and you're getting what a 9-inch screen is on Black Friday. So that's the reality. Now, the $400 gift card on top, if that is for Scheels, now you're talking. Now, if it's for Garmin to buy more stuff, unless you're looking for a watch or something small, you're going to pay more to get more. I don't know what the deal is. Okay. Then, yeah, I mean, $1,800. If you look at the 93 SV is $599, which I do. I think it's a great $599 unit. And the LVS 34 is what, $1,599 normally. So $2,200 is what that should cost. And like they said, I mean, I'm just looking at their price. I'm not even looking at their real price, and $2,200 is what it is on sale. I think that's normal. Now with the $400 off for $1,800, yeah, it's a great deal. That's probably the best way to get into this game. Now, Lowrance sells a unit now under $1,000 that's all inclusive, but it is nowhere near as good as these versions in this upper echelon, for sure. I think that the Scheels deal, I'm going to put one in my shopping cart. I don't know. I've been crying about getting one. I don't have a second graph up front. This might be the way to do it. Let's see what else is in my cart. We got some Kraken Craws on sale. Oh, Where'd the fish finder go? I thought we were looking at fish finders. There we go. Now it's in there. Let's go back. Yeah, $400 gift card. That's amazing. I'm going to take this frog out of the cart. It's just a little too spendy with that frog in there. And this rod that I saw in there I didn't know anything about. But there we go. That's much more doable. Interesting. Very interesting. That's a fascinating deal, Ephraim. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Man, if you don't have LiveScope, I correct myself. If you want good shit, buy that. If you can't buy that, buy it used. Oh my goodness, you guys. Well, you got a commercial going on. I'm just kind of paying attention to what's going to happen here. Does anybody paying attention? Well, it's $21.99 plus the gift card. Yeah, it's $21.99. Right here. So basically $2,200. I hear you, dude. I shouldn't buy it either, Ephraim. I'll be paying for it for a minute. If I do it that way. No, it's hard to justify buying a graph when there's 6 inches of snow outside. Sorry, you guys. The kickoff is happening in the Seahawks game. I was just going to watch it for a moment. I can't believe how nice it is in Seattle right now. It looks perfect. And he's gang tackled at the 30-yard line, 25-ish. Anyway. All right, you guys. Look, here's the deal. If you know you're the winner of game number 1, congratulations. If not, I'll look into it while I watch this game. And then I'll see you guys on the other end after the Seahawks game that's going on right now, roughly at 8 o'clock. I'll go live right at the end of it-ish, okay? So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go have dinner with the family and watch some football, and then we'll come back on and we'll talk some more. I hope you guys are having a great night. Take it easy. Stay warm. I'll see you in a few hours.